They was finna show up at Blondie's house looking for Blondie. They was finna show up at the schools looking for Blondie. They was gonna show up looking around town for Blondie. Everybody was looking for Blondie.
It's day. Take this as a warning. As a warning. I am not the one to play with. Extensive and bossy. Everything is saucy.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Dalen Ryan back with another new video. If you're new here, you know what to do. Give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below to become a daylighter. Turn on that post notification bell so that you never miss when your boy uploads, because when I upload, I drop good content like this. Follow me on my social medias right over here to stay connected and caught up on everything that is me. And share this video with your family and friends. That way they're also caught up on everything that is me. Make sure that you go stream my debut album, I Am the Lad, available on all streaming platforms. And other than that, I'm not going to waste y'all's time. We're going to go ahead and jump into this video because I know you're probably wondering, Dalen, what did you do? What did you do? Allow me to tell you. This is the story time of how I called the police on my friend because I thought she was kidnapped. So this story time takes place last year during my junior year of high school. I was in my, I want to say, second year of doing early college classes, and I was taking English 111 and astronomy. I was taking it with one of my friends. You guys have seen her before on the channel. That class was actually really fun. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Like, I learned a lot about the stars and stuff. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be like, what is it, our zodiac signs and stuff? No, it was cool. It was smooth. It was smooth like butter, like a criminal undercover. I'm trying to think. I can't really give you guys too much of a backstory because my whole last year is a movie, honestly, and I actually made a real movie out of it. I don't know if y'all will ever see it. Honestly, this whole thing pieces into one big thing, so I'm trying to tell y'all the story in like one part without sharing the whole sequence of events, if that makes sense. I'll just start with last year. I had a friend who was going through a situation with a teacher, as we all were, because his teacher was a complete, I'm trying to think of an appropriate word. He was a jerk. I'll just say that. He was a jerk, right? He had kind of became a creep. This one day, me and my friend, who you guys know, we were going to our astronomy class. This was actually taking place around this time of the year. Like, you know the time when you go to take finals? It was during like finals time. So we're going to take a big exam, right? We've already had like a crazy year. I don't even know if it was just beginning or what, but our year had already been crazy. So we're going over there, we're taking our exam, stressed already. We start getting like phone calls while we're in class, and we can't really answer them because, you know, we're taking the test, and then we see text. So I'm glancing at my phone like, okay, we didn't even take the exam in class, y'all. So I'm cool. We didn't even take the exam in class. We took it later. So during this time, I could look at my phone, but I was still glancing because it's rude to look at your phone in class, especially if you're sitting like in the front row, which we were in the very front row. That's disrespectful. Don't do that. I don't care if it is college and you think because you're paying for it with your money you can do what you want. Don't do that. That's disrespectful. That's dumb. Pay attention and get your education, please and thank you. I'm glancing at the phone. I'm seeing text messages coming through from my other friend's sister, not the friend I'm with. The friend I'm with, we're just gonna call her, let's call her Red. Me and Red, we're checking our phone, and I see the notification. I'm telling Red, like, yo, this is what's going on. Are you getting this too? Because we're getting phone calls from Blondie's sister. And we're like, huh? We leave class. I think we left class on time or maybe a few minutes early because we were getting concerned. So we leave, we get in the car, we get ready to drive so that we can go back to my house because I think that day we got like Chick-fil-A and everything. Like, we was doing the most, and then we went back to my house. Well, on the road to my house, we finally answered the phone call as we were like walking out the building, right? It was Blondie's sister asking us where was Blondie at? And we're like, huh? What do you mean, where's Blondie at? And she's like,
Blondie left a note saying that she was going with Red and da-da-da-da.
And me and Red are looking at each other like, what? She not with us. We're taking a test. We're about to take a test. We were in class. Like, what's going on? Blondie's sister is like, yeah, she left a note saying that she left with Red and that she was calling us off of Blondie's phone because Blondie literally left her phone, probably because she didn't want to be tracked, right? We're like, that's weird. Like, I didn't even know like, you knew Blondie's password or anything, because Blondie, she's not the type to give out like her password. I don't even think she would give it out to her sister. So we're like, okay, so what all does the note say again? And she's saying, yeah, like I left with Red and I guess you guys are all together. And she kept like trying to make it seem as if we weren't trying to like tell her the truth about where her sister was. And we're like, we don't know where your sister is. Like, Blondie's not with us. Blondie is somewhere else. Then we hang up with Blondie's sister and we're panicking. Then we get in the car, we start driving, and the phone just keeps ringing. Thank God we didn't crash, y'all. We just went straight back to my house because we were like, like, okay, we need to talk to my mom about what's going on, because my mom knew like everything that was going on last year, right? My mind instantly jumped to the worst of the worst, because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, one of those crazy kids done jumped her, they done picked her up somewhere, something like that. Because y'all, when I tell you we was going through it last year, we was going through it. So then we tell my mom what's going on. My mom kind of didn't believe it. She was like,
this isn't real. This is clearly a prank.
and we're like, no, this is serious. Like, we're actually really concerned. So then my mom's mind jumps to, again, something else worse that I didn't even think of, which was that the creep teacher might have done a 1-2. We know some connections to the police. Don't even come in my comments talking about
a snitch, a op.
That's dumb. If it's life or death, you need to say something. I don't care how you think people are gonna look at you. Do the right thing. Because we know some connections, we're like, okay, we're gonna get the big dogs on this case, right? Getting more phone calls from Blondie's sister, and we're texting everything, and she's like, where's my sister? Where's my sister? And again, we're like, we don't know what's going on. And then my mom starts getting frustrated some more, because she's like, I still feel like they're playing a game. And so she's like,
give me y'all's mother's number.
we don't have her mom's number. So she's like, okay, so call her back and tell her to give you the number. So we had already got like our police friends on the job. They was finna start a whole witch hunt looking for these girls. Well, looking for Blondie. They was finna show up at Blondie's house looking for Blondie. They was finna show up at the schools looking for Blondie. They was gonna show up looking around town for Blondie. Everybody was looking for Blondie. I was like, okay, let me call her back. So I call back, no answer. Call back again, no answer. I'm like, that's weird. Finally, you get a call back, and we're like, yeah, what's your mom's phone number so that my mom could talk to her? And she didn't want to give us her mom's phone number. That's suspicious. That's weird. We had to kind of like force the number out of Blondie's sister. And when we finally got the number, and then all of a sudden, guess who starts texting us? Blondie. Blondie starts texting us back in our group chat, and then directly to the phone number asking what's going on, saying we took it too far. So me and Red are looking at each other like, what? Took what too far? Hello? Your life? We're like, so it was a prank. And then my mom calls Blondie's mom. She's basically like,
so do you have your daughter or not? Like, what is going on?
my mom was mad. Like, she wanted to know what was up. Like, was this a prank or what? And then you heard Blondie and her sister in the background talking about,
it's just a prank, da 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 da.
like trying to tell their mom what's going on basically, but their mom was asleep, I guess. Their mom was confused as to what was going on. And then my mom was just like mad and trying to explain to her like, you can't play games like that because we didn't call the police already, so now I have to call the police and tell them not to show up to your house and show up here and show up here. Wow, speak of it. My mom's calling me. But our mom was talking to Blondie's mom, mad, saying you can't play games like that. And then she almost let out one of our secrets that y'all definitely won't be knowing at this moment. Blondie was mad at me. She was saying, y'all just took it way too far. Like, why would you get the police involved? We were like, we were trying to help you out. Like, we're trying to make sure you're good. Like, you're the one who went, quote unquote, missing. We called the police off. We're just like all talking, all three of us, my mom, me, Red, we're talking together. And we're just like, so what was that? Honestly, what went through their minds to play a game like that during a time like this when we had already been through crisis after crisis after crisis? Right, that's what I wanted to know as well. Blondie was really mad at us. Like I said, when we got back to school, Blondie wasn't talking to us for real. And we had like a whole little falling out for a minute. Eventually we made up, and we are still really good friends to this day. We laugh at this moment all the time because it's like, wow, like we really thought you was missing. We really called the police. So I mean, this story time was very interesting, to say the least. The things that you'll go through for a friend to make sure that they are the things that you will go through for a friend to make sure that they are okay. Have y'all had an experience like this? I'm genuinely curious. Have you ever had a prank gone wrong, a prank gone too far? Because this was definitely one of those moments. But that's the end of the story time, so we're gonna go ahead and cue to the outro. Because, woo, that was a lot. Yeah, let me see something. Oh, I thought that was Blondie texting me right now, but it's not. Blondie, if you're seeing this, don't be mad that I told the story time, because I told you I was gonna tell it. Alright, you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below to become a daylighter. Turn on that post notification bell so that you never miss when your boy uploads, because when I upload, you already know I'm dropping good content like this. Follow me on my social medias right up here to stay connected and caught up on everything that is me. Share this video with your family and friends, that way they're also caught up on everything that is me. And make sure that you go stream my debut album, I Am the Lad, available on all streaming platforms. Yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this story time. Do you think that I was being a good friend by calling the police? Or do you think that I should have handled it differently and kind of like assessed whether this was an actual prank or not? Because me personally, looking back, I feel like, okay, maybe We could have thought like, maybe this is a prank. But in the moment, I swear y'all, we did not think it was a prank. We were thinking it's something legit because of another side thing that was going on at the time. So I don't know if I'll ever tell y'all the story time about that. I might share my side of it because there are other things that I can include without mentioning that Big Bang thing. I'll have to wait a little while before I tell y'all that one because I'm not trying to get my record. I'm not trying to get expelled or suspended, even though it's true, you know. My school is kind of, how do I say this? Como se dice? You're weird! Yeah. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!
It's day. Take this as a warning. As a warning. I am not the one to play with. Extensive and bossy, everything is saucy. I make my own money and I flaunt it cause I'm proud of me. I earned all my respect.